Hi, I'm Chris from Discount Aquarium Fish and Reef in Tempe, Arizona. Today I'm going to show you how you can build an aluminum brace for a tank that has a broken center brace. I will tell you with regard to glass, if the glass is cracked on a glass center brace, if it's only cracked, you can easily glue a piece of glass on top of it with silicone. Unfortunately, if it has come separated from the front or the back of the tank or both, you really can't put in a new center brace with glass or try and glue the old center brace back in. It's risky. They always tend to separate even if you use the best silicone. So we're going to give you a fix it every time solution for that with a strong aluminum center brace to go across that tank. Down here, hopefully you can see it. I've got the camera low enough. I have a 55-gallon tank. It's missing the entire plastic center brace. It's been busted out of there. So we're going to go ahead and build a aluminum brace to replace that center brace. First off, you're going to want to go to the hardware store. I got this at Home Depot. It's called Flat Bar. It's 1/8 inch thickness, 2 inches wide. Came in an 8-foot 96-inch piece for about $35. I don't know if other hardware stores are going to have smaller pieces to sell you, but we're going to cut this down to the size that we need. As far as cutting your aluminum goes, it's soft, easy to cut. I use a table saw with a fairly fine tooth blade, but it's really not that critical. Just push it through slowly. First step is going to be measuring what you need for putting in this center brace. If the tank is full of water, you're going to want to drain it down about 1/3 of the way, and you can use a large vise. I buy them at Harbor Freight. They're the cheapest there, to hold that in place temporarily until you get your build done. You're going to want to measure from over near the side of the tank if the tank happens to be bowed, so you get proper measurements. You're going to measure across. You're going to write that down on this 55. It's 12 3/4 inches. Then you're going to want to measure your plastic trim. It's 1.5 inches on this tank. When you add those two together, you get 15 3/4 inches. You're going to take your saw and you're going to cut a piece of aluminum to that 15 3/4 inches, and then you're going to measure over for that 1.5 inches on each side for the rim thickness. And then you're going to want to use really any sandpaper will work. You're going to just want to use some sandpaper, sand those ends to get any burrs that you have from cutting off of there. Then you're going to need a vise. Any simple vise, bench vise will work. I slide this piece of aluminum down so that my green line that I drew is still showing right across the top, because that's the width that we're going to need it. Tighten down my vise on that. You're going to want to use a hammer that doesn't have dimpling on the front of it like some carpenter's hammers have. If it's smooth, makes a little mark on this, but it doesn't go in. When we finish this later, you won't even see that. You're going to want to apply a little pressure here, bending, not so much that you put a big arch in this piece of aluminum, but enough to get it bent a little bit this direction. Then you're going to start with your hammer right down towards the bottom of the aluminum, and you're going to just gently tap, going back and forth. We're going to continue doing this. I'm still applying some downward pressure. We're going to continue doing this until we get a 90-degree angle for our brace. So just take your time with this. Work your way on down. You get kind of close, you can always look from the side and say, I need a little bit more on that one. Hammer this out. We're going to get to our angle that we want. Then we'll just unlock this from the vise, and you can see that I've bent that at a 90-degree angle. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Then you're going to want to have some high heat engine enamel. This stuff is the best stuff because we also use it for painting the back of tanks. It goes on really nice, doesn't drip. and salt creep doesn't eat it away like regular spray paint. So spend a little more. I think these are about $9 a can. Get some nice Rust-Oleum high heat paint, and then you're going to paint that brace like I've done on this one, and so it looks nice and shiny and ready to install. And then simply that brace is just going to slide right over your tank. If you measured properly, it's going to be a perfect fit. It's going to slide down over the top there. If you are doing a tank that's 5 feet long, you're going to want 2 braces just to evenly space those. Same with the 6-foot tank, you'll want 2. If you're doing an 8-foot tank, then you're going to want to have 3 braces going across, making your sections there. So that's all there is to it. You'll have a good looking brace that'll hold your tank no matter what size. Aluminum is very strong. Piece of cake. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.